Hey guys, now I'm back and I'm gonna re-record another episode, but and yeah, I'm at level 22. Anyway, about I might even do another pitch series, game pitches, or instead of not pun whatever, it will be titled Lego game pitches and the game pitches. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that after I get. And also, guys, here's an idea I have for a potential game patch. Lego City Undercover, the chase ends. Now, you might be scratching your head saying, the chase ends? Where if the chase continues? The, also, I would have TT game retitled Lego City Undercover for it to be Lego City Undercover, the chase continues. Like, because the prequel game titled Lego City Undercover, the chase begins. So wouldn't that Okay, guys, now I did that. Now I did that. I did. Anyway, wait. Lego City Undercover the chase ends. We'll start with Chase McCain being married to 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 to. Anyway, Natalia Kowalski and Chase McCain are now married. Chase, of course, still a cop. Chase is, of course, still a cop. But it's been about 10 to 20 years since. Well, Chase says Chase said got a call from anyway. Anyway, Natalia said Chase Hunt like after the prologue, and yeah, all of this is going to be and yeah, this is going to be the very first cutscene when you load up a new save file. It will say, "Hi, my name is Chase Hunt." And you saw how, and also the prequel game. I'm also going to have it be remastered. So the prequel game I would have remastered to fit the new generation of console. Anyway, Chase, your first thing is you just like in the chase begins, you can you already have you already have two disguises right off the you know what yeah you already have two disguises right off the bat, which are normal. The reason why I'm not having you unlock your police disguise is because you wouldn't need to. You don't need to unlock it in this game like you did in your. And also, yes, you can. And yeah, in case you're wondering who will be the main villain, Breath Fury or Forrest Blackwell, it will be Forrest Blackwell. Forrest Blackwell, guys, Sorry, guys, for some. Yeah, Captain Star. Yeah, two lifeboats and the movie. Anyway, your second player will be Frank Honey, who's who's once again who's the same rank he was back in Undercover. He's a some junior idiot. Anyway, the game will have 26 chapters. The game will have 26 chapters with 35 total levels. And yeah, at the end of the game is basically the same as in the other Lego City games. The chase mechanic arrests once someone again for Blackwell, and Blackwell goes to prison and says, "You haven't heard the last of me, Chase McKean." Chase, and also in in chapter 13 titled "A Loss of a Character," titled "The Loss of a Character." There, and also, your second player is Frank Honey. So anyway, huh? How come they haven't have? How come they haven't added anything to prepare for Rise of the Beast yet? Maybe this coming in the future. Anyway, hold on, wait. Anyway, anyway, wait. Frank Honey gets finally fired. Honey, I've given you many chances. Boom. W. I've given you many chances," said Dumby. "But at long last, you're fired," said Dumby at the start of that level. "You're fired. You're fired." Frank Honey get fired from the police at the and while Chase goes on and yes, your second character is Frank Honey. If Natalia Quality, meanwhile, says, "Hey Chase, what's the problem?" One. Chase, what problem? You seem a little depressed. Well, how would you be if one of your co-workers got fired? Got fired? Who? Frank Honey. But he was a sub-junior idiot head. A sub-junior idiot head. Anyway, Frank Honey, he looked for a job, but no one seemed to hire a former cop. That's how he began love. Frank Honey. Well, Chase McCain is deep. He and yes, he's undercover for the rest of the game. Well, Honey, meanwhile, gets fired from every job in Lego City. Meanwhile, Frank Honey, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. We see that all in the beginning cutscene of chapter 15. And just think about it, he got fired in chapter 13. Him to be Frank Honey said. Anyway, Frank Honey said he said that this to his mom at the beginning of that chapter. Well, mom, it seemed like I'm fired from everything. Yeah, you are, Frank. That's unfair that you're fired from that you've been fired from everything. I think they're such funny outfits. I mean, that's the only thing that. Anyway, Frank Honey says, "Well, I'm gonna go find a new job in Brick County." There, the game splits into two. At least the second player, you already split into two. When after Frank Honey got fired from the police at the beginning of chapter 13, the second player follows Frank Honey and he attempts to find a new job. But then you go over to Brick County, the place that Chase came from before the event of Lego City Undercover. The chase continues in the chase. Anyway, Frank Honey, he just wants to, but it's different. He doesn't get fired from every one of his jobs. Two playable areas in Lego City Undercover the chase ends, which are going to be Lego City and Brick County. And also, so another character that will be in the game is Clutch Towers, different level, and maybe I'll do a sequel to his story to play. I will do a sequel to him movie later today, after I'm done with Ion. I'm doing a re-recording of the first episode of Ion season 5 again. Anyway, Chase tracked down a lot of and something different I would add to the game is that after you arrest someone, when there will be a little cutscene that will show the perp athlete being thrown into real bars. Of course, if there's someone while you're on a mission as a criminal, they don't get thrown behind bars. What what happens if what happens when when you arrest someone as like instead of them being from behind bars, there no cussing plays. Only for the criminals will you see that. Anyway, wait. After after Frank Honey he realizes that he had no job anywhere, he decided to return to the force back in Lego City, which might be thinking not fun. Why? Because he has a friend in the force. And he's Chase McCain, by the way, rank is one level lower than Chief. Anyway, Chase becomes anyway. Wait, this all happens near the end of the game, like in the last few levels and chapters. after after the end of the last chapter and the last level, well, or Blackwell is locked up in Alcatraz forever. We see him have a bigger cell than Rex Fury. He says, "When I get out of here, you will pay for me chasing." Out here, you will pay for the chasing. Oh, wait, there's no water. But anyway, for Blackwell said this. Anyway, for Blackwell said, and we end the game with Dumby, which will lead into one last game in the Lego called The Chase Begins Anew, which I will talk about in a future video. Until then, I'm not on. I'll say it. Well, anyway, wait. Chase became what he is. He be he he became the chief of the police department, and now Chase is living in luxury in Lego City. And in the final closeout shot, we see Frank Honey on the boat. Then we see in the post credits everything that Chase has done in the game after the end of the game. Hiring Frank Honey to sub as a new sub at the first sub junior at the first as he became what he was originally. Now sub junior idiot man. But Frank decided to go back to school. But that's a great but for everyone. Until later today, I'm not fun and